What's up, everybody? Welcome back to T Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Main Deck Monday. Today we're looking at my favorite deck to play online or play overall in the standard format, and that is the Rainbow Road Xerneas deck. Now, this deck, we've seen it multiple times on this channel, but we have not seen it for this new standard format with the dual types, and I think this is what makes the deck so strong and so much fun, is because we have these new dual types from Steam Sage. So let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. So Rainbow, Xerneas, not Rainbow. Xerneas has the attack Rainbow Force. This attack does 30 more damage for each type of Pokemon on your bench. So each different type on your bench does 30 more damage plus a 10 base, which is, you know, it might not seem that strong, but I promise here in a second we'll see why the deck does a ton of damage. Power creation for 80, an auto 80, but don't worry about that. You're always going to hit more for 80, hopefully. Even in worse situations, you can still hit higher than 80, which is pretty cool. So Rainbow Force is the attack of the deck, which is why we call the deck Rainbow Road. Alright, so let's go over some stuff. So the first thing, of course, Shaymin to help set up, draw 6 new cards, and for Sky Return, which is 30, which could be good as well. So we play 2-2 Pawniard, or Bisharp. Now, some of the lists I've seen Rainbow Road don't play all these dual types and blah blah blah. They're hard to set up, blah blah blah. But I mean, you're not attacking until turn 2 regardless. So if you can get down Joltik and Pawniard, you're good to go, because then turn 2, if you get a Bisharp or Galvantula down, you're going to be doing a ton of damage. And I know I've seen people not play this. They play like maybe Carbink. I've seen some with, I don't know if Redrock wasn't one. I know Carbink for sure, some people playing, and some other stuff, some other EXs and blah blah blah. But I mean, I think this is the best way to play it. So 2-2 Bisharp, and this Bisharp is actually really good. It's a Steel and a Dark type, so that's 2 different types on your bench right there. And it has the attack Retaliate, which Retaliate's so good. If any of your Pokemon are knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during his or her last turn, this attack does 60 more damage. So an auto 90. So if your opponent's weak to Dark or Steel, you can hit him for weakness and maybe knock him out the next turn. And also, it is good against a mirror match, because you can use Bisharp, Retaliate that way, and not have to attack with your Xerneas, and your opponent we'll have to deal with this, and you can send another Xerneas and be good to go. And this is why I think Bisharp is good. Like, it has a 90 damage attack, and it counts for 2 different types. Alright, so next up is going to be Galvantula. Now, the thing to know about Joltik, it has free retreat, which is great. So if you need a free retreater, Joltik is the way to go. But Galvantula is another good attacker as well. Double Thread, this attack does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, apply weakness and resistance. So Double Thread, really, really strong. And it might not seem strong, but you'll see later on in the video why it's such a good attack. You can also, like, double snipe Shaymins, like Galvantula, Double Thread 2 Shaymins, next turn Galvantula 2 Shaymins for the game, if needed. And also, it's another dual type, so a Lightning and a Grass. So that's another 2 types right there. And then the last one is Volcanion-EX. It is a fire and water. Don't worry, we're not using Steam Up. We're not using Volcanion-EX. That'd be pretty crazy. We're only using Galvantula and the Bisharp because they're both colors attacks, which is broken. That's what makes the deck so good. So let's see. If you have Bisharp down, that's one Pokemon. Shaymin down, that's another Pokemon. Xerneas down, one Pokemon. Galvantula down, one Pokemon. And a Volcanion down, that's one Pokemon. 5 different types. So 36, 9, 12, 15. 36, 9, 12, yeah, 15, right? But since we have the double types, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, plus the 10. 250 damage can be done with just 5 bench Pokemon. That is insane. That is why this deck is so good, and this is why I personally love it. Like, it's so amazing just to hit for 250. You're like, yeah, take that. You can hit for 250. I have 5 bench Pokemon, whatever, and that's why this deck's so strong. And that's why, I mean, oh my goodness, it's so much fun. And your opponent has to deal with this non-EX attacker that's just like just hitting them over and over again in the face, just punching them with a Rainbow Force, which is pretty amazing. So that's all the Pokemon in the deck. You could maybe play different ones, maybe a second Volcanion, a third Shaymin, I don't know. But this deck is what I've been testing a lot with, and I personally love this list. Alright, so one Level Ball, which can help you get a Joltik or Pawniard. If you notice, Bisharp has 100, Galvantula has 90, so you can get the Galvantula as well. So you get the Joltik, Galvantula, and a Pawniard. I mean, I wanted more room to find more Pokemon. For that turn 1, you notice we already have 4 Ultra Balls, and I think one more was what we needed to help us out more. So we played 2 Max Elixirs, which some people have been questioning, why do you play the Max Elixir? So you look at the toxic cards of your deck, attach a base unity card, you find there to a base Pokemon on your bench, shuffle the cards back into your deck, and if you notice, Xerneas needs a Fairy and a DC. So that means, like, either late game, You can like Super Rod, shuffle your energies back to your deck. Max Elixir for sure hit one and then attach a DC for the knockout, which is something really cool that you can do. And sometimes you can just like randomly Max Elixir 6 cards, hit one of them, attach a Fairy to Xerneas, which is really strong, and maybe get that turn 1 attack off or something that way. One Super Rod to shuffle 3 combination of Pokemon and basic energies back into your deck. 2 Switch, which just help us with our Max Elixir. I know these various streams are playing Switch, but I could have played 2 more. I could have played like a max of 4 Float Stones or 3 Float Stones, whatever. But I wanted the 2 Switch so you could switch Max Elixir attach retreat, and that's why they're in there. And also, if you're playing against an XY Evital with like Fright Knight, you know what I mean? Fright Knight makes it where tools don't work, and the Lysandre Volcanion, it's stuck in the axe spot. So I'd rather have a way to switch out of that just in case that situation does happen, because Volcanion does have a high retreat cost. So if it does get Lysandre and if as Fright Knight Evital is in the axe spot, we're in trouble. So 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker, just max consistency like always. 1 Lysandre, break a Pokemon off the bench. 3 in. 1 Ranger, which is going to help us out against Giratina. Giratina has the attack Chaos Will, which makes it where it can attach DCEs, but then you can Ranger, attach the DC, and attack it that way. Giratina is also weak to Fairy, which is very nice, so you can easily knock it out. 4 Sycamore to help us, draw cards, of course. One of the best supporter cards in the game right now. And we're also playing 3 Sky Field. I know earlier I talked about how, if you have these 5 bench Pokemon, you're okay. But sometimes you need to put down a Sky Field, drop like 2 Shaymins, because let's say you don't play Sky Field and you drop 2 Shaymins, well then you can't hit like 250 anymore, which I know, you can't hit 250, but sometimes that might be important or something. So with Sky Field, you can put a hand down to 8, and then you can drop like multiple Shaymins, multiple Pawniards, multiple Joltiks, whatever. And then if they bump you just discard the stuff you don't need, which is pretty cool. Now, what makes this deck so good is this EXP share. EXP shares can be attached to one of your Pokemon, but when your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you may move 1 basic energy card that was attached to that Pokemon to the Pokemon this card is attached to. So let's say you have a Xerneas in the axe spot with a Fairy and a DCE, a Xerneas on the bench with the EXP share, the Xerneas axe spot gets knocked out by an attack, you move the energy from that guy to the bench, and then you can either attach a DCE or Max Elixir attach a Fairy energy for it to attack that way. And you play 2 of these, really, really strong card, and they cannot be removed because there's no Tool Scrapper, no Megaphone, no Xerosic, nothing to get rid of tools, which is amazing. 2 Float Stone, mainly to go Volcanion. Like I said, Volcanion is a 3 or 2 calls. Bisharp has a 2, but you can use DCEs. Galvantula has 1, and Shaymin has 1 as well. They're playing 4 DC and 7 Fairy energies. Now, a card I kind of want to hear is Special Charge, but, I mean, if you're not winning the game after like 4 Xerneas is knocked out, you're in trouble regardless. So I don't know. Like the only reason I want a special charge is if you stick them away 2 DCEs, then you start crying. But if you're in that situation, you might just hold off and just wait till you play the Sycamore or something like that. But there, guys, there's my Rainbow Road deck. Like I said, I can go on and on about this deck. It's so much fun. Test it out. It is a lot of fun, and I think it's one of the strongest decks right now. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, playing against Golden Oracle, playing a Psychic, Dark, Dragon, and a Colors deck. So it must be like a Darkrai Giratina deck. We'll call heads like always, and it is tails, so they will be able to go first. Now, the thing with Giratina is we can't attach our DCEs, but that's okay. We do play the Ranger. We're going to see does that work or not against this deck. So we start Pawniard. And outside of that, our hand is pretty bad. Like, no supporter card or anything. There's an N, double dragon. So, yeah, they're definitely a Darkrai Giratina. And it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Now, Giratina is weak to Fairy, but we got to find these DCs, or we got to find the Rangers to attach our DCs. Yes, we'll draw a card. There's a Pokemon. Hey, speaking of him, there he is. There's Pokemon Ranger, or there they are, I guess is the correct thing to say. Okay. But I mean, right now our hand's not looking like the best. We're gonna see Ultra Ball. Going to discard a double dragon and a Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon Ranger themselves. Okay, and gonna grab a Hoopa. Gonna use that Scizor and search for 3 EX Pokemon. So Hoopa coming down. Okay, gonna use Scizor, and let's see what does my opponent find. All right, come on down, Hoopa. I mean, what? Darkrai, Giratina, and Darkrai. Okay, nope, 2 Darkrai's and Giratina. I was thinking like Darkrai, Giratina, maybe a Shaymin, but their hand's really full. So Giratina, Darkrai, Shaymin, Max Elixir. Good look at top 6, and there's a Dark Energy going down to the Darkrai. If only they know they should be okay. Dragon on that guy seems good. Shaymin come down, going to sit up for 5, and my opponent's having a phenomenal turn 1 already. Alright, so Shaymin gonna set 5 new cards, and let's see what else does my opponent get. Fighting for only Darkrai, just to make it a little harder for knockout out, of course, and there's a Sycamore. Go and discard their hand, drawing 7 new cards. They do play Garbodor, but I don't think Garbodor is really needed in this matchup. And there's another Max Elixir. If only they knew, they should be Max Elixir to this Giratina. Like, if they got to turn to Giratina, we are in trouble. Float Stone to that guy, okay. Fighting for going down to the Darkrai, cool. Alright, so things are going perfect for us right now. Don't worry, guys, we got this. On to our turn. Whoo! Top deck of the century. Alright, so Float Stone, Level Ball for a Joltik. Okay. We'll put that guy down, and we will get a new hand of 6 for both players. Hope we can find an Ultra Ball, maybe a Xerneas, some energy. Okay, oh, there we go. So Xerneas, Shaymin, DCE. Alright, so let's put down the Xerneas, put down DCE. We will Shaymin set up for 3 new cards, and let's see, what can we find? Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore and a Fairy Energy. With this, I'm going to grab a Volcanion. Yeah, we're going to grab Volcanion. We'll put that guy down. Put down a Joltik. Retreat to the Joltik and just pass. We'll let the Joltik get knocked down. Unless my opponent has a Lysandre. If they have a Lysandre, then we're in trouble. They did not discard a Lysandre, but they could easily have one. Alright, so on my opponent's turn, let's see what's going to happen. They'll probably send the Darkrai and knock us out. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, they're not having a knockout yet, but they could. They can easily have a knockout this turn. There's a Max Elixir, going to the top 6, and let's see, what can he find? I'm going to put a Dark Energy on that guy, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120, 130, minus 20, 110, which is not enough for Darkrai, not enough for a knockout with the Darkrai. Here comes Darkrai. Lysandre, going to bring out that Xerneas, but he needs another energy on the field because of the resistance, and Dark Pulse will not knock us out. He forgot about the resistance, it seems like. So on our turn, we get a Ultra Ball. Return to via Seeker. Forward in. We're going to get a new hand of 6, and let's see, what can we find? Can we find a Sky Field and get another Shaymin out and play? Alright, there we go. So we're good to go. We're going to Ultra Ball. We're going to Sky Field first. Ultra Ball. Discard a Fairy. And a Sycamore, and hope that our guy's in here. And okay, another Shaymin's in the deck. That's great. So grab Shaymin. We'll put a Fairy Energy in the active, use Shaymin, set up for 5 new cards, okay? And let's see, what can we find with the Shaymin? Alright, so there's a Xerneas. We can Trainers Mail. Grab an EXP share, okay? We will put an EXP share on this guy. So let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Wait, do we take a knockout right now? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 40. Okay, so we got an Ultra Ball. Discard this and this to get out Galvantula. Alright, so grab Galvantula. We'll put that guy down, and this should be enough for a knockout. Alright, so let's Rainbow Force for the knockout. There we go, 220. Alright, I don't know. I kept counting the Shaymin twice. Alright, so we'll grab 2 prize cards. That's 1 and 2. We'll get a EXP share and a N. Okay. We did discard a DCE, but here comes Yveltal. Oh, it's my opponent's turn. Let's see what's going to happen. So that was a great turn 2 bias. But this Darkrai, Giratina could attack this turn. They could take a knockout. There's an Yveltal coming down. Okay. Trainers Mail, gonna look at the top cards of their deck. And let's see what's going to happen. There's a Sycamore going to their hand. Okay. And what will my opponent do? There's a double drag going down to Giratina. I imagine we'll see a Chaos Wheel for the knockout. Okay, so here comes that guy. And there's a Chaos Wheel for the knockout. Okay. I'm going to do 100 damage. We'll move a Fairy Energy to this guy. And my opponent will go down to 5 prize cards. Now, what we could do this turn is we can hit, like, Max Elixir Fairy Energy. Okay, there's a Sky Field. So we can play Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, hoping to hit a... Okay, or hit nothing. So we'll... Bisharp. Okay. So I'm going to retreat into Joltik. No, let's let Volcanion... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, we're gonna treat the Volcanion and just pass. As of right now, Giratina cannot knock out the Xerneas, and what we could do next turn is VS Seeker for, the Ranger is not in here. Okay, never mind. I thought Ranger was in the deck. It's not in the deck. That's, okay, alright. Dark Energy to Darkrai, whatever. Whatever, alright. So Dark Energy to Darkrai, okay. Alright, guys. Can we do this or not? If we top deck Ranger, we'll be good to go. We have a switch. We can switch into Xerneas, whatever. Float Stone down to Giratina. And will he attack with Darkrai this turn? Retreat the Darkrai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's a Lysandre to bring up the Xerneas, I imagine. Yep, alright. So that's bad. So Dark Pulse for the knockout, of course, 130. Go down to 4 prize cards. Okay. So, what can we do? Alright, we'll send up the Bisharp. It does have free retreat. And on our turn, what do we get? Alright, so Stat Guy will Trainers Mail. Or an Ultra Ball, okay. We will Ultra Ball, discard Switch and Sky Field. We'll get out a Xerneas, okay. We'll put down the Xerneas. We'll put a DC on it. We will Float Stone Volcanion, and we will play an end, put my opponent out of 4, and us as 4 as well. If we get a Max Elixir Energy, we can take a knockout. Alright, so let's Trainers Mail. Number 1, we are looking for a Max Elixir, okay, but we'll grab the Ranger for next turn. Okay, if we need it, we'll grab the Ranger. Another Trainers Mail. And there's a Max Elixir. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Max Elixir. Oh, baby, do we Max Elixir right now? Or do we shuffle in 1 Xerneas and 2? Okay, what I'm going to do is Super Rod. I'm going to shuffle in a Xerneas and 2 Fairy Energies to increase our odds. And this is why we play the Max Elixir. So let's see what's going to happen. Do we hit it or not? And there is a Fairy Energy. We'll put that to the Xerneas. We will then retreat into... Wait, hold on. 3, 6, 9... Okay, that should be a knockout. If that's not a knockout, that's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh my goodness, this is actually not a knockout. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it is. What am I talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I keep forgetting to count the dual types. And there we go, guys. Alright, so look good now. We're looking good. But Darkrai Max Elixir Energy can knock us out this turn. Alright, so there's a Trainers Mail, but he's gotta find a Darkrai. That's the question now. Can he find a Darkrai or not? Let's see what's gonna happen. There's an Ultra Ball. Alright, but if he takes a knockout with Darkrai this turn, we could snipe the Shaymin, maybe? Oh, that's a far thing to do. Like, it might not work, but there's an Ultra Ball. Going to the top. Okay, discard a Garbodor or something else. Let's see, what does my opponent get? Gonna get a Trubbish, okay, for the Garbodor. Gonna get Trubbish down, and we might see Sycamore discard the hand, drawn 7 new cards. But right now we have the Lysandre. We can bring up the Giratina and do a ton of damage to it right now. And let's see, what does Golden Oracle have in their hand? What is that one card? Is it a VS Seeker? Is it a Lysandre? Is it anything? If there's a VS Seeker, what will they play? And they are gonna get a Sycamore. And the question is, does the opponent hit a Dark Energy and a Max Elixir? And when they hit the Max Elixir, they gotta hit an Energy as well. And let's see what's gonna happen. Do they have it or not? 5 Darks in the discard pile. There's a Parallel City coming down. So we gotta bump a Shaymin. 3, 6, 9. And I'm gonna discard the Volcanion. Alright, so I'm gonna discard these 3 actually. Alright, so discard those 3. And the reason I'm doing this is because we can still attack with Galvantula for double threat to snipe these Shaymins if needed. Unless he discards Shaymin right now. Let's say discard a Giratina, okay. Discard Shaymin, okay, there we go. Well, that's not good for us then. But still, we can knock out Giratina this turn. There's Trainers Mail, go look at the top cards of their deck. Gonna grab an Escape Rope. Don't care about that too much. If he Escape Ropes, we'll send him to Joltik, whatever. They gotta find him. They gotta hit a Max Elixir. A Max Elixir Energy is what we're looking for. Does he have it or not? There's a Dark Energy to the active, and we'll win this game because we have enough to knock out 3, 6, 9, 12, 240 on this Giratina to take the game. All right, guys, there we go. Sarah Blue Wing for 10 damage because that resistance. In that early game, with by my opponent not realizing they didn't have enough for the knockout, was amazing. Dark Energy going to Darkrai on our turn. We get a Sycamore. We're going to Lysandre up that Giratina, and we will take the advantage of the weakness, and we will Rainbow Force for the knockout for 260 damage. How much did we, like, what? 130, and there we go, guys. Oh, victory screen. So let's see if he didn't keep the gear. Let's say he like discarded the Giratina or something. We could have kept like the Joltik. We could have discarded the Joltik and kept the Volcanion out, which would have been enough of a knockout to bring up a Darkrai to knock it out. Because then we would have hit for 120 plus 60. Yeah, we would hit for 180 to knock out Hoopa or Darkrai. But we'll play one more game with the Rainbow Road deck, and we'll see what's going to happen. There we go, guys. That was a pretty good game. But we'll see what happens in the next game. Can we take another victory or not with this deck? Alright, playing against Guild Star, playing a Psychic, Metal Colorless deck. This could be a Mega Mewtwo deck. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll call heads like always. And we get to go first. Alright. So if it is a Mega Mewtwo deck, they cannot hit us on the first turn, which is great. Don't do our turn. Let's see what's going to happen. What are we playing against? Alright, we get a Mulligan. A Mega Scizor deck. Alright. Mega Scizor. Alright, so this is the one deck I am very scared about. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite decks versus one of my other favorite decks. So we get Joltik, which is great. It has free retreat. We got Shaymin. And the reason why I'm scared of this is Scizor hits for one-shots. Like, they do a ton of damage, whatever. And we can't maybe knock him out. Especially if they play, like, Hammer stuff. They play Hammers, we're in trouble. So put down Sky Field. Will Shaymin set up for 1? Alright, so let's see what we get off the Shaymin. Okay, an EXP share. So played in. Both players shuffle the hand into the deck. Who gets 6? We get 6 as well. Alright, so Level Ball for a Pawniard. Alright, there's a Pawniard. We'll grab that. Put that guy down, and then we'll Shaymin set up for 2. We are looking for a Xerneas and a supporter card. Alright, Trainers Mail. Grab an Ultra Ball. Okay, yo, grab an Ultra Ball. I don't know how much I like this. Alright, Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. We'll grab. I guess we'll grab Xerneas and just hope and see what happens next turn. Put down the Xerneas and we will pass. There's really. I don't think he can knock out our Joltik. I know it has 30 HP, but it also has resistance as well. So we end our turn to our opponent's turn. Alright, so they're going to draw a card. And let's see what's going to happen. Do they play Hammers or not? Is my big question. I know when we did the video last week, we did Hammers. I think Hammers is the best way to play Scizor. Float Stone to the active. Okay. In. Alright, so in, both players get a new hand of 6. And let's see, what can we find? There's an Ultra Ball, there's a Float Stone. Alright, so that's great. Okay, Hoopa, gonna use Scoundring, search for 3 EX Pokemon. And what we can do now is we can promote. Well, he doesn't take a knockout. They don't have to promote anything, which is great. So Scizor, and a Scizor, okay. Alright, so 3 Scizors go into their hand. Scizor. And a Metal Energy going on a Scizor, okay. Now, will he attack this turn? There's Spirit Link going to that guy as well. Ultra Ball, go and discard 2 cards. Get a Shaymin, I imagine. Discard the Mega Turbo, which could be very bad if we do knock out the Scizor and he doesn't have another one left in the deck. There's a Shaymin coming down. And the big question of the day, does my opponent play Hammers? Now, we can't get around that since we do play the Max Elixirs. We just have to get kind of lucky. We did, okay, haven't discarded any fairies. I thought we did. But Trainers Mail, look at top cards of their deck. And what will they find? And will they retreat? Okay, there's a Lysandre, but will they retreat and attack this turn is my question. They do that, then I'll be very, very happy. And if they don't, well, we might as well knock out this rubbish. And alright, so on our turn, we get a Bisharp, we'll put that down. We will Max Elixir. Alright, we won't grab anything. We will Ultra Ball, discard Ranger and the Trainers Mail. With this, we'll grab a Volcanion. Alright, so put down Volcanion. Put a Float Stone on it. And do we play in or... I mean, only card is in. So yeah, we'll grab in, we'll play it. Give both players a new hand of 6. And, like, I'm kind of scared of Lysandre, so I might just attack regardless. Okay, or never mind, we just won't attack because we don't have anything in our hand. That's great. So we'll retreat into Shaymin. We'll DC this guy. Or, I mean, I put down Galvantula, DC this guy, and we'll Sky Return for 30 damage. Instead of the Volcanion. Alright, so does my opponent have a Mega Scizor, Energy, and a Lysandre out of those 7 cards in their hand? There's a Metal Energy right there, okay. I mean, regardless, that's a knockout, because they can retreat and use Gale Thrust for 110, times 2, 220. Spirit Link going to that guy, okay. Alright, will my opponent find a Lysandre? There's a Float Stone, okay. I got scared so quick. Shaymin, going to set up for 3 new cards. Alright, do they find a Lysandre or not is my question. They find a Lysandre, we are in trouble. Alright, and there's a, okay, another Spirit Link. Okay, stop doing that. Stop scaring me. Trainers Mail. There's an Ultra Ball. Do they play 3 Shaymins? That's the question now. They could get another Garbodor field if they want to do that. That could be cool. Alright, so Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards. Do they play another Shaymin or not? So there's a Max Elixir and a Super Rod being discarded. Okay. There's a Mega Scizor. Okay, alright. And will they attack this turn? A Mega Scizor coming down. Okay. And what's in their hand? That's my big question. There's a VS Seeker for an end. Yes, alright. I love that end. I'm fine with this end. Alright, so that's a great play for us. And now can we find... But he's not going to take a knockout to Scizor. It does 120. Who cares? There's a Fair Energy, another Xerneas, and we are good to go now. The big question is, does he play the hammers or not? So let's see what's going to happen. Will he retreat this turn to attack with a Mega Scizor or not? And if he does, we'll take a knockout. Oh no, Parallel City. Oh no. Wait, he bumps his... Oh my goodness, he should bump our field down to 3. If he does that, we cannot take a knockout this turn. He's going to discard those 3. But that's fantastic for us. And he's going to retreat. Oh my goodness, my opponent making the misplays of the year. He'll Iron Crush or discard the stadium, but we will knock him out this turn. Oh my goodness, so 120, unless I did the math wrong. No, I'm pretty sure we got the knockout this turn. Alright, so put down Xerneas. We'll Fair Energy, VS Seeker for an in, and we'll both get a new hand of 6, but we'll take a knockout on this Mega Scizor, and he's already discarded a bunch of stuff, so I'm feeling great now. So we'll retreat into the Xerneas. And we will Rainbow Road for the knockout. Oh my goodness, and that Rainbow Force for the knockout, and that's why you play these cards, because if we didn't, we wouldn't have been able to take a knockout if you don't play these dual types. That's why the dual types are so good. So good on 4 prize, there's a Trainers Mail and a Switch. Okay, here comes Garbodor. On to my opponent's turn. Do they have a Mega Scizor? Oh man, okay, so now what can happen is they can Mega Turbo, Mega Scizor, Energy, and take a knockout, and we don't have a way to retaliate as of right now, but we do have the Max Elixir left in our deck. But man, oh man, when he Parallel City, he should have done our side instead. There's a Metal Drink on that guy for Quick Guard. Don't care about that too much. I don't care about Quick Guard. And a Sycamore discard in their hand, draws 7 cards, discards another Mega Turbo. Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, there's a Mega Scizor coming down to play. And can we find a license? If we find a license, we can bring up a Mega Scizor and knock it out. Here comes Galvantula. It does have the Quick Guard, which makes it where we can't hurt it next turn. Wow, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon. Yep, prevent all damage done to that Pokemon or whatever. Alright. And there's a Quick Guard for nothing, but it makes it where we can't hurt it next turn by our basic Pokemon. But we do have Ranger. Who do we go for the Ranger play? Alright, so we'll put a Fair Energy on this guy. Hold on, let me make sure. Ranger says remove all effects of attacks on each player and his or her Pokemon. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to VS Seeker. We're a Ranger. Let's Trainers Mail first. Alright, yeah, we're gonna, grab an in, so we don't draw into it. But yeah, we will take a knockout. We'll Ranger, and use Rainbow Force for the knockout on that Galvantula. And now the question is, does my opponent play a 4th Mega Turbo? So go down to 3 prize cards. Ranger coming in clutch this game. Oh my goodness, who would have thought Ranger would hurt the Galvantula? Alright, so under opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card, and things are looking fantastic for us. I was so scared, but I'm 100% positive opponent does not play, what is it? They do not play, Crush Neighbors. So they receive a discard. I'm going to discard these Shaymin, and, well, hold on, let's look at our prize, our discard pile. Okay, so we'll discard the, Bisharp. We already know that we have a Bisharp, we have the Bisharp in our hand, so we can take a knockout that way if we want to. But 36, 9, 12, 15. We do need a Sky Field, which we only have. Okay, that could be kind of hard for us to do, but whatever. I still feel confident. If we can find a Sky Field, Ultra Ball for Pawniard will be a-okay. So let's see what will my opponent do this turn. There's a Metal Drink onto the active. We can see a Steel Wing for 40 and damage reduced by 20. Alright, so let's see. Can we find... yeah, can we top deck a Sky Field or not? So on our turn, we get a DCE. Alright, so we're going to put a DC on this guy. Ultra Ball, discard a Sycamore and a Switch. And let's see what's left in our deck. Okay. Alright. So there's no more... There's no more Sky Fields. That's terrible for us. Alright, so press done. We will Rainbow Force. Okay. do 140. We can knock it out next turn. Alright, so here goes onto our opponent's turn. Could put down Xerneas, DCE, whatever, take a knockout. Alright, but do they play max potions? My question now. They play max potions, we'll be kind of in a bad situation. Can we find that Sky Field? Man, alright, so they finally learned Perilous City onto Charizard is the best play to do this. But right now we have 2 dual types, which is a lot of damage. Ultra Ball, gonna grab probably a Mega Scizor. But what we can do next turn is knock it out pretty much. So he discards a max potion. I don't know if I like that play. Like, he should probably keep the max potion for sure. Ultra Ball for nothing, okay. And what will my opponent do? They can't take a knockout. Escape Rope. We'll send in the Galvantula. We could snipe it for a knockout while it's on the bench. That could be really good, right? So here comes Garbodor, okay. Alright, there's a Sycamore. Go and discard their hand. Draw 7 cards. Discard a Lysandre. And let's see, what can my opponent find? 4 cards left in their deck. Do they play Mega Turbo? And do they play a... Okay, there's a Metal Energy, okay. But do they have a Mega Turbo right now? They do not. So in our turn, we get an EXP share. So what I'm going to do is 3, 6, 9. We could DC the active. Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards, because we could double threat for this guy for 30 for the knockout. So yeah, with Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards, and we're looking for a Lysandre the next turn. Alright, so... we have not played a Lysandre yet, so we're going to double thread. Okay, we're going to knock out both. We're going to knock out this guy, do 30 to that guy, okay. So go down to 1 prize card. Let's see what do we find. There's a Pawniard and a Sky Field. Those are 2 great cards for us to have. And onto our opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card. And do they have any more VS Seekers? Let's see. There's 1 VS Seeker in the discard pile. What they can do right now is get a Lysandre, bring this guy up, take a knockout, go down to 5. But man, it's only 5 prize cards left. Alright, so there's a VS Seeker for a Lysandre. We'll bring up the Xerneas and we'll take a knockout. And it's going to be up to us to win this turn. Can we Lysandre this Garbodor and take a knockout? Let's see what will happen here. I don't even know if Lysandre's in the deck. That's the main thing. Well, let's see. This guy is 190. 3, 6, 9, 12. Or 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We can potentially take a knockout next turn. If, yeah, there's a Xerneas left in the deck. So there's an Iron Crusher. Go to knock out the active. Alright, that's actually okay with me, right? I think we win now. 100 damage. We'll sit at the Xerneas, and I'm pretty sure we can do 190. Now Galvantula just did so much work for us. So on our turn, we get an in. So we'll put down Sky Field. We will put down Pawniard. Put down Joltik. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And we got an Ultra Ball. And they're eventually coming down. If there's a Shaymin left, I don't know if there's a Shaymin left in my deck. I'm not sure. Oh man, I don't know what would happen. I mean, regardless, we would have hit this guy for a ton of damage, and then next turn, have another Xerneas ready to go to win the game that way. So I'm 100% sure we would have won that game. And there we go, guys. These Xerneas deck, oh my goodness, taking out the Mega Scizor, one of our hardest matchups, and we did it. So let's look at our opponent's deck real quick. They do put that one Cobalion with the Revenge Blast and the Quick Guard, 2 Shaybays, 3/3, 1 Max Potion, which, man, I don't know. He probably should have played it that turn. 3 Mega Turbo, so he was out of that. Oh, guys, there we go. There's the Rainbow Road deck, and you can see why this is so strong. My opponent played 2 Perilous Cities, whatever. Oh, that would have been their last Perilous City as well. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they only played 2 Perilous Cities. So that one would have stuck, and we would have won the game for sure. Like, that was our last Scizor. And there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. You can see Rainbow Road is one of the strongest decks right now. Now, it does suffer if your opponent does play down its Perilous Cities, but even then, you can get around it because your opponent's only taking prize cards on non-EXs. Because let's look. My opponent took, what, 1 prize card? Prize cards taken. 1 prize card taken. That is crazy. That's how good this deck is. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.